Welcome back everyone to Major League Gaming. We are now at part 7 of Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past on the Super NES via the Nintendo Switch. Anyway, so in the last dungeon we conquered the Dark Palace. And we got the magic hammer, which means that we can now collect a bunch of collectibles. Let's go ahead and do that then. We're gonna get out of this maze and take out some monsters along the way. Okay, we're out of the maze. I didn't want to talk so much about that throughout the hard part in the video. So anyway, let me go over here, talk to the Great Fairy to get my hearts back up, because, you know, I gotta have my sword beam with me. Alright. So, we're gonna go back out, go to the left side. So, let me use this Quake Me Down on these monsters here. In a good position for it. It might be a good idea to do this, actually. Okay, so we have a bunch of collectibles that we need to get, so for this video I'll be focusing mainly on all the collectibles before the next dungeon. There's a lot of stuff we can actually collect right now. So, to the area where Link's house would be in the light world, let's go ahead and go all the way to the left, because there's a certain NPC we need to talk to. He's going to give us a very valuable item that's going to help me travel from one place to another rather efficiently. But at the same time, though, there's going to be some heart pieces that I'm going to collect as well. And some of these might be hard to get. So, buckle down. This might be a long video for me. And also a long one for me to edit as well. So right over here, let's use the magic mirror to warp back to the light world. There's a heart piece waiting for us here. Move all these jars out of the way. That's one. Now let's go back to the light world then. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we want to go to this forest grove over here. I haven't shown this part yet, but this character up here is a boy that plays a flute in the light world, and he tells you that once he got into the dark world, he transformed into this creature over here. He's gonna ask you to look for his flute buried with under some flowers. And he'll lend you a shovel. Once you have that, go up here and warp back with the magic mirror and get your shovel out. The flute will always be in the same place, but once you get the flute here, the shovel disappears. And the flute boy also disappears as well because it's just a mirage, basically. Alright, once you get the flute, go back and talk to the boy again. And he'll ask you to play the flute for the last time before, well, he becomes a tree. But he also wants you to go back to Kakariko Village and play the flute to an old man who happens to be his father. Okay. Well, that's pretty unfortunate. Alright, let's go ahead and get another heart piece around here. Believe it or not, it took me a while to realize that there's actually a heart piece in this area. You have to play this treasure, this like digging minigame where you have to take like a shovel and dig in certain areas to find a heart piece. This one can and will take a while, so just bear with me here, please. If I'm lucky, I might do this. I might get it the first time, but it's not guaranteed, though. I actually like the Game Boy Advance version of this minigame a lot better because Link can dig in all 4 directions. In this version, he only digs in 2 directions, left and right. And the digging speed is quite sluggish, to be fair. However, on the bright side, though, you have a good chance of getting a lot of rupees here, so If you need more rupees, this place is the best way to go. Finally! Jesus Christ! Okay. Wow. This took me like 20 minutes to get in this video. Okay, so there's a little trick to getting the heart piece here. You always want to dig around the center of the digging field. Now, the other thing I also want to mention is that the heart piece will always be in a random spot every time you go out and go back in. So yeah, that minigame is actually very brutal. Anyway, enough of that. I'm gonna teleport back to the light world over here. There's a couple things that I have to get here before I move on. Gotta take out these enemies first. Okay, so at this point, the soldiers will be roaming around the village, so the Kakariko theme is gone. If we go into the milk bar first, you play the flute over to this old man. He'll recognize the sound of it. He'll ask you where his son is. Well, he already knows what happened, so I'll just leave it at that. Not good news, though. Well, now that's out of the way, let's go up here. If you play the flute over here, you'll summon a special bird that will help you teleport from one place to another. This will be crucial for getting a lot of collectibles as well, so I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of this right now. I'm not going to use this bird right away. Let's go up here, actually. We're going to go up north. I'm going to go to where the twin lumberjacks were at, because the tree that they were trying to cut down should be ready to go for another heart piece for me to obtain. Okay. Okay, so here we are. So, as you can see, this was the tree that the twin lumberjacks were cutting. If you bash into it, you'll reveal like a secret passage you can fall into. There's going to be a heart piece waiting for us. You can also get some fairies here if you need it. I don't really need any, so I just want to show it off real quick. Yeah, so at this point you should have 3 heart pieces right now. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and do this while I'm thinking about it. First, I'm going to go over to Death Mountain and get another medallion, the Ether Medallion. The Ether Medallion will, after being used, will freeze all enemies on the screen. A definitely useful item if you need to keep enemies in place, if you're dealing with a lot of them. I'll be demonstrating that in just a moment here. Okay, so once you teleport back to the dark world over here, if you talk to these guys, they'll be surprised that your shape didn't change. Other than that, just teleport back over here as normal. The Ether Medallion is going to be right over here. You need the Book of Medora and the Master Sword for this, though. There we go, the Ether Medallion's ours. There's another medallion that we can collect right now. Let's go there. Okay, we got to where we need to be. So from here, you want to pound these pegs down with the hammer, and then go straight down first. From here, then you make a left. There's gonna be a special spot where you can teleport with the magic mirror. Take out the ropas if you need to. Alright, yeah. So, where these pegs are at, use your magic mirror here, and you'll have access to the Bombos medallion, which is like magical fire. So, Bombos is fire, ether is ice, quake is earth. Okay, there's one more thing I gotta do. Play the flute, and you can warp over here. We're gonna swim up to where the center is. It's the spot where I had to go to upgrade the bomb and arrow capacity. I should have enough rupees to maximize them all to where they need to be. 50 bombs and 70 arrows. Okay. So at this point, I was able to maximize my bombs up to 50. That's the highest you can go with them. I now have 35 arrows. I need to get more rupees to do the rest. However, there is a special place where I can get more rupees. Let's go over there. Okay, so back here at Kakariko Village, you need to teleport back to the dark world first. Let's do that. Alright, excellent. You have to go all the way around to get to the warp point, though. Alright, yeah, this is where the warp point will be. Luckily for us, we can take a little shortcut over here. Grab the rupees if you need to. Those will be important later on. Okay, so there's going to be a minigame we can play for another heart piece. This one's a little bit more tolerable to get the heart piece in compared to the treasure digging minigame. You can open up 2 chests for 30 rupees, which is actually not too bad. It's going to be random every time you do this, so be aware of that. There we go. Okay, yeah, so the strategy is you always want to start with the middle chest, because usually that's where you get most of the good luck, and then open the chest right next to it. That's how I play it. Okay, so at this point we should have 12 heart containers. If you guys have watched this video, this is where you should be at if you're playing this game for the first time anyway. I'm gonna let the video stop here. Let me take out this monster first. Yeah, so because of the fact that the minigames took so long for this video, I'm just gonna go ahead and stop here. When I get back to playing this game again for the next part, I'll be taking on the Thieves' Town dungeon here. It may be dungeon number 4 here, but the reason I'm doing it before number 2 is because the dungeon, it doesn't really require any special items to get through it. You just need your sword, your wits, and that's pretty much it to get through it. Alright guys, that's gonna be it. This is Majorland Gaming, logging out. I will see you guys later. Thanks.